The Church of the Virgin Mary is located in the village of Donja Kamenica near Knjaževac, in eastern Serbia. It belongs to the Eparchy of Timoka Serbian Orthodox Church, and was built in the first half of the 14th century, as an endowment of Mihajla Anđelovic. The building has relatively small dimensions, but very interesting architecture, whose harmonious proportions create the impression of monumentality. Conservation work on the painting and architecture of the small church was completed in 1958, and today it is under the protection of the Republic of Serbia, as a cultural monument of great importance. The church is located on the left bank of Trgoviškog Timoka, on the old military road that connected Pirot and Vidin. In 1932, the church was in a state of decay, its dome and a significant part of the altar area were in ruins since 1923. This was determined by Belgrade Museum experts Dr. Vladislav Petkovic and Arch. Đurđe Boškovic. The Church of the Virgin has an irregularly shaped crossbase, above which rises a dome. On its western side there is a narthex with a floor, above which rise two small symmetrical bell towers. In front of the narthex, there used to be a wooden exonarthex with a floor, of which only the stone foundations are visible today, and its approximate shape is shown on the models of the church, painted in the founding compositions. The painting of the Church of the Virgin has different themes and bears the characteristics of the Paleologian Renaissance, characteristic of that era. It was made using the unusual al tempera technique, and the depictions are very naturalistic. The founder's compositions are displayed in the church nave and on the floor of the narthex. Cycles of scenes from the life of Saint Nicholas and Saint Petka are painted in the bell towers and on the floor of the narthex, while its ground floor is decorated with frescoes of rulers and holy warriors riding side by side. In addition to portraits of the founders, saints are depicted in the first zone of the nave, while the Passion of Christ and great holidays are painted above. The altarpiece depicts the Virgin Mary with Christ and angels, as well as the adoration of the Archbishop. Special attention is drawn to the performance of Saint George Dioscorides, whose cult is linked to the Greek island of Amorgos in the Kikland archipelago. Many people have researched this church. There are many interpretations, and it is impossible to determine precisely which of them is correct. It is believed that the church was built by the Grand Duke Despot Lazar Brankovic Mihajlo Anđelovic. It is also believed that Mihajlo and his wife with their 3 sons were painted on the upper floor.